Hey everyone, today's episode is all about games under $2. To me, these are the best values on the eShop a lot of the time. There are so many great games out there for less than a cup of coffee that can give you hours and hours of great gameplay. So today, let's take a look at a few of them and see if we can find a game or two that piques your interest. Welcome everyone and thanks for watching the video. I'm JP and this is Good Talk HQ. To the extended family, thank you as always for the love and support you've given us here at the channel. It means the world to us. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. We cover Nintendo Switch content every week and we live stream with our viewers to hang out and play some games together. If you enjoy the video or we find you a deal or two, please consider subscribing to become part of our wonderful community. We'd love to welcome you. Plus, it'll qualify you for the eShop gift card giveaways that we do near the end of each month. All you have to do to enter is be sub to the channel, hit that like button down below, and leave us a comment so we can find your name and add you to the list. Alright folks, without any further ado, let's jump into the list and try to save some money. Please enjoy the video. Alright, we'll start off today with Reknum. This is a 2D single player action platformer with some RPG elements as well. The game has a main story that should last roughly 4 or 5 hours, however it's extremely challenging and I've already rage quit a few times with it. In Reknum we play as a young princess named Cherry and we have to explore the 6 different zones looking for loot and crystals to increase our power in order to progress through the story. Each zone itself adds something new to keep the game fun and interesting throughout, plus the retro graphics and sound are top notch and the boss battles are really fun as well. If you're a fan of other games in the series or you want a punishingly hard platformer, be sure to check out Reknum before the sale ends on November 7th. It's currently marked down 60% to just $1.99, an all-time low. Toby the Secret Mine is a single-player 2D puzzle platformer published by Head Up Games and offers about 3 or 4 hours of main story gameplay. Now there really isn't much story to speak of. At the beginning we see one of our siblings being kidnapped by a mysterious creature with red eyes, and that's pretty much the only motivation we need to set out on our adventure. I love the graphical style they used. It reminds me of Limbo, which is another great side-scroller. Now as far as the gameplay, it's fun the entire time and there are plenty of different puzzles to keep your brain working, plus the controls are great, which is arguably the most important part of any platformer. If you're interested in Toby the Secret Mine, be sure to check it out before the sale ends on November 14th. It's marked down 83% to just $1.99. Next we have Beat Me. This is a fun party style game for up to 6 players and offers both local and online multiplayer modes as well, making it a great value when on sale. Now basically this is a physics style, comedy party style fighting game with tons of characters, modes, and levels to enjoy. The levels themselves can become a threat as well, and you have to see them come to life to really enjoy them. They're truly creative. Plus there's over 100 different ones to play through. Of course the classic deathmatch is here, but there's also several other modes to check out as well. If you're looking for a cool party style game on a budget, be sure to check out Beat Me before the sale ends on November 6th. It's marked down 85% to just $1.99, which is an all-time low. Ellen is a single-player 2D platform adventure game with a haunting story that should last players roughly 3 or 4 hours. In Ellen, we take over the role of a young investigator trying to uncover the details of a gruesome crime and a missing child. Years after the fact, townsfolk are reporting that they've been seeing a ghostly figure standing in the window of their old house, and they believe it to be the young girl that was never found. Now this is basically a detective story in a game format, and it's amazing for this time of year. If you're interested in Ellen, be sure to grab it up before the sale ends on November 7th. It's marked down 75% to just $1.99, again an all-time low. Next we have Space Cows. This is a single-player arcade twin-stick shooter from All In Games and offers players roughly 3 or 4 hours of main story gameplay. Now Space Cows features zero-gravity combat, which is a lot of fun to play with and adds a little bit of a twist to the standard gameplay that we find in most twin-stick shooters. This also means that you'll have to be ready to react quickly and plan your attacks a little bit more before you just charge in. The humor in the game will either be something that you'll enjoy or something you can't stand. But if you're interested in this weird over-the-top shooter, be sure to check it out before the sale ends on November 4th. It's marked down 75% to just $1.99. Next we have 99 Vidas. This is a pixelated button masher from Cubite Interactive, the same folks that brought us the wonderful Vasara collection. Now this game offers 4 or 5 hours of main story gameplay, but like with many beat 'em ups, there's plenty of replayability here to keep you coming back for more, plus the game has both local and online multiplayer modes as well. With 11 playable characters, multiple game modes, epic boss battles, different endings, as well as multiple amazing upgrades that you'll be able to find, there's a lot on offer here while on sale until November 5th, marked down 80% to just $1.99. Next up we have Goblin Sword. This is a single-player retro-inspired action platformer from Gelato Games with a story that should last roughly 10 or 12 hours to wrap up. In Goblin Sword, an army of monsters led by an evil wizard have begun to overrun your hometown. Players will get to explore more than 80 levels and face off against more than 10 epic boss battles. Plus, the game is loaded with hidden secrets and relics that can be found, which allow the player to upgrade their abilities and skills. There's even a cool souvenir mechanic that will allow players to decorate their home with items that they find along their journey. If you're looking for a fun retro platformer, make sure to grab this one up before November 4th. It's marked down 60% to just $1.99, matching an all-time low. Bot Vice is a fan favorite and back on sale. It's a single-player arcade-style twin-stick shooter with loads of fast-paced action. We play as a young female protagonist with a personal vendetta against a local crime gang called the Wildbots. Our goal is to bring them to justice any way possible. The game features a super intense arcade-style shooting with an auto-aim system, allowing you more time to focus on the fun gameplay mechanics. The game also features multiple difficulty settings and different modes for players of different experience levels. With a catchy rock soundtrack and amazing pixel graphics, this game is a great pickup when on sale, and it's currently marked down 80% until November 11th for just $1.99, matching an all-time low. Next up we have Dogurai. This is a 2D action platformer coming to us from Cubite Interactive and once again offers around 4 hours of main story gameplay. In Dogurai, we take over the role of Bones, a samurai pup with a wide variety of melee and special attacks at our fingertips. You can jump, double jump, perform special attacks, and perhaps one of the most satisfying abilities, you can even slice bullets in true samurai fashion. You'll fight your way through 8 challenging stages that change up style enough to keep you from getting bored. Plus you get to face off against powerful enemies and even more brutal bosses. If you're interested in Dogurai, make sure to grab it up before November 5th. It's marked down 60% to just $1.99. Next we have Earth Atlantis. This is a single player shoot 'em up from Head Up Games that will take roughly 3 or 4 hours to complete. In Earth Atlantis, most of the Earth is flooded and is underwater. Plus, machines have risen to power over humans. We play as a hunter on a mission to clear the seas of these hybrid marine machines. This is a side-scrolling shoot 'em up all about monster hunting and features a unique graphical style. They call it old sketching, but basically it just looks like everything was drawn with pencil, and it's beautiful on the Switch. The music is calming and relaxing, and overall this is a great time. Plus, right now it's on sale until November 14th, marked down 87% to an all-time low of just $1.99. The Way Remastered is a single-player retro puzzle platform style game with a main story that should last roughly 7 or 8 hours. The story centers around a member of the Space Explorers team who's lost his wife and is unable to accept her death. During an expedition, he discovers that there may be a way to revive her, and thus sets out on a journey to seek this ancient power. This is truly a story-driven game with amazing pixel art graphics and a custom soundtrack made to immerse you into the story. This version even added voiceovers, improved the graphics, and added HD rumble, plus a few tweaks to the level design to make it a bit more enjoyable to play. If you're interested in the Way Remastered, make sure to check it out before the sale ends on November 5th. It's marked down 87% to just $1.99. Next we have Drawngeon, Dungeons of Ink and Paper. This is a cool retro-style RPG from Drageus Games and was featured as part of their secret sale that our friend One Crummy Gamer showed off in our latest video. I'll leave a link to it down below in the pinned comment as well as in the description box. In the game, everything is hand-drawn and procedurally generated as well, so the game never gets too stale. At the beginning, you get to choose between 3 different class types, each with unique abilities and skill sets, and then you set off to accept the challenge that awaits you within this mysterious tower that has suddenly appeared. This game is perfect for short play sessions, and you can tell a lot of passion was put into the creation of the game. Plus, it costs like 50 cents or less if you already own any of their other games. Otherwise, the game is on sale until November 1st, marked down 60% to just $1.99, which is an all-time low. But again, One Crummy Gamer did a video on how to unlock the secret pricing, which again I'll link down below. Next up, we have Cecconoid. This is a single-player retro-style shoot-'em-up that will take players roughly 3 or 4 hours to finish up. Now this game is the ultimate homage to retro arcade twin-stick shooters, featuring an 8-bit aesthetic and a bumping soundtrack, all wrapped up in a black and white presentation which players should love. Players will have to navigate through tricky levels and fight off the evil robots in order to save the Equinox from destruction. Plus, you also get the free bonus game with this purchase, Yugatron, which itself adds another 50 plus levels with power-ups and multiple control schemes. This is a great value when it's currently on sale, and right now you can get it until November 9th, matching an all-time low of just $1.99. Flashback is the classic adventure title from the 90s, reborn here for a new generation on the Switch. The game offers roughly 6 hours of main campaign gameplay, but of course the main draw here is nostalgia. Flashback does feature a great story, great controls, and sound, and this version even includes both the original 1993 edition as well as the newly remastered modern mode, which gives a slew of graphical and audio options to change the way that people play this great game. By today's standards, it may seem a bit outdated, but if you grew up with these games or you're a fan of these older games, please check out this one before November 10th. It's marked down 90% to just $1.99. Next up, we have Hue. This is a single-player 2D puzzle platformer from Curve Digital with a main story that will last 4 to 6 hours. In Hue, players will explore a gray land in an attempt to find color fragments as you seek to locate your missing mother. The unique feature here is that you can alter the color of the background, and any obstacle or object that match that color will disappear. Doing this will allow you to progress further into the story. The world in Hue feels alive, with characters that are interesting and each one has a unique story to tell. There's even a colorblind mode to make it accessible for even more players. This really is a great game and a great value when on sale. If you're interested in picking it up, make sure to do so before the sale ends on October 28th. Right now it's just $1.99, marked down 80% to an all-time low. Next we have Silence. This is a single-player point-and-click adventure that will take players roughly 6 to 7 hours to wrap up. Silence tells the gripping story of a brother and sister who share a special bond with one another. When Rini goes missing, Noah sets out to find her in this unforgiving and unknown world between life and death, Silence. The game features some of the most beautifully hand-drawn worlds that I've seen in any video game. Plus, during the story you get to bounce between a couple different main characters, which changes the perspective of events drastically. If you're interested in a great point-and-click adventure, make sure to check out Silence before the sale ends on November 11th. It's marked down 90% to an all-time low of just $1.99. Next up we have Felix the Reaper. This is a single-player puzzle-style adventure game from Daedalic Entertainment with the main story that will last roughly 10 hours or so. In this one we play as Felix, a Reaper who's fallen in love and has a mission to impress the woman of his dreams by ensuring that she stays busy and teaching himself to dance along the way. Now this is a unique puzzler where players have the ability to manipulate the sun, which casts shadows onto the ground depending on where the sun is located. Players can only move in the shadows, so this mechanic becomes important throughout the entire game. If you like puzzle-style adventures, make sure to get Felix the Reaper while on sale for just $1.99. It's marked down 87% until November 11th and matching an all-time low. Super Treasure Arena is a party-style action-adventure game from Head Up Games offering unlimited hours of local couch co-op fun. Sadly, there's no online, but the game is great nonetheless. Now this game does a great job of blending classic arcade-style action with the fast-paced shoot-'em-up action found in modern arena-based shooters. The main objective will be to collect and steal coins from your opponents before the timer runs out. The game is shown from a top-down view and features 6 unique maps, 5 playable classes, multiple game modes, and more. If you're looking for a good local multiplayer game, make sure to check out Super Treasure Arena while on sale, marked down 80% to just $1.99. The sale ends November 14th. Next up we have AER Memories of Old. This is a single-player 3D adventure game from Daedalic Entertainment with a short but sweet story that will last players roughly 3 or 4 hours to wrap up. The story in AER revolves around a young female protagonist who is tasked with uncovering the secrets that left the world shattered in the sky. The most unique feature of the game, of course, is the way that you can shapeshift and fly around to the different islands. Now this game is on sale pretty often, but it's always highly recommended. The game is gorgeous on the Switch and it runs great as well, plus the story is really gripping. If you still haven't played AER, consider checking it out before the sale ends on November 11th. It's marked down 90% once again to just $1.99 and matching an all-time low. They Bleed Pixels. This is a single-player 2D action platformer from Spooky Squid Games Incorporated and offers a main story that will last roughly 12 to 15 hours. The story itself centers around a young female protagonist who's struggling with her inner demons. This game does a great job of balancing acrobatic platforming with a simple one-button combat system. However, the game also rewards players for using more cleverly timed and precise attacks. The game also has a cool checkpoint system that allows you to use it almost like an item, and I can't tell you how many times I was excited to be able to drop that checkpoint at a safe place. Now this game is no joke, ultra challenging, so if you're into video game punishment, this one is for you. With all that said, I'd highly recommend you check it out while the sale is happening until October 28th. It's marked down 87% to just $1.99, which is an all-time low and definitely worth that price. Polyroll. This is a single-player retro-style 2D platformer, this time coming to us from Spicy Gyro Games, and will take around 4 to 6 hours to complete. Players will jump and roll through more than 30 levels with unique enemies, hidden secrets, and challenging bosses. Equipped with our Super Shell, we'll set off on a journey across the land to save our friends from the evil Kaiser Kiwi. This game is oozing with charm and colorful bug-themed worlds that look great on the Switch. If you like old school platformers or this one looks interesting, please check this one out before the sale ends on October 28th. It's marked down to just $199, which is 70% off and an all-time low. Alright folks, thanks as always for watching. If you made it this far just like last video, you're legendary. Thank you so much. To the extended family, one more time before you go, thank you again for being here. For a few minutes again with us today as always, please drop us a comment down below. As you know, we love hearing from you and we love writing back, so we appreciate it. Thank you. For the new folks, I hope we helped you find a deal or two. I hope you enjoyed your time at least, even if you didn't find a game you liked. And please consider joining our family here at the channel. Like I say, we have an awesome community, plus it will enter you in for one of our free eShop gift cards at the end of each month. Again, all you have to do to enter is just be subbed to the channel, drop a like down below, and leave me a comment so I can find your name and put you on the current list. We're getting closer to Black Friday, so you know the deals are only going to get better from here, so just keep that in mind before you spend too much of your money today. As we get closer though, I promise to keep trying to find the best deals and bring you consistent content so you're always up to date. I do appreciate and respect your time. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us today. Alright folks, we won't hold you up any longer. We're going to let little man take us home as always. Stay safe out there. Bye everyone. Thank you again.
That's all for today's list. We hope you liked the video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking down below. Okay, bye!